do Dolly Parton, the state of Tennessee, and the state of North Carolina have in common? Well, here's a video to give you a little bit of information.
Hello, North Carolina. I am so excited to partner with Smart Start to make my Imagination Library available to children all across the state. And I am so appreciative to the legislature for providing funds to make this dream a reality. And I want to give an extra special thanks to you, Senator Ralph Hise, Representative Josh Dobson, and Representative Justin Burr for your leadership. Tennessee and North Carolina have always shared a border, but now we also share the same dream to inspire all of our children to dream more, learn more, care more, and be more. Hello.
All right. So Dolly Parton's talking about her Imagination Library charity that she has created, and it is a charity that's been designed to provide books to children throughout the country in certain states. So certain states partner with her foundation. Well, one of the states that is just newly partnered with her foundation is North Carolina. And they partnered with Smart Start, which is an organization within the state that helps bring early childhood education to children of all socioeconomic and cultural different statuses. So they go into the counties and give parent support, teacher support, and just overall help the children to be the best that they can be, especially focusing on those pivotal years of birth to age 5. Each county has their own department of Smart Start, and in Iredell County, it's called the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. And so they are a branch of Smart Start that works only in Iredell County to help children in every way that they can. They're advocates for young children, and so in order to help the young children, they really work to provide family support and support for the children in their health, as well as support in the centers. And one of their big focuses is literacy. So they partnered with Dolly Parton's Foundation to help put books in the hands of every child, because it's very difficult for a family to read to their children if they don't have the books at home. Children in low socioeconomic statuses typically don't have those books at home. So this is a way to make sure that every child has the opportunity to be read to as a young child. So to find out more about how the ICPYC, Iredell County Partnership for Young Children, works, I interviewed Missy Jablonski, who is the health and safety consultant at the partnership. And Iredell County really focuses on 4 pillars. So they focus on family support, helping the families to help the children to be the best they can be, to have that solid foundation going into school. They focus on the health of the children, literacy, which is that partnership with the Imagination Library, and early care and education. So their mission is to ensure that all children in Iredell County enter kindergarten healthy and ready to succeed. So as far as being ready to succeed, that means in every facet, not just the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but also the social emotional growth, and the health is a huge component of that as well. So one place that the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children really works is to support families. A lot of times the families that they're supporting are those stay-at-home families, the families who may not get out into a center to be exposed to other children. So they provide support in a lot of different ways. For some of those families who do have to work and have trouble finding childcare, they provide connections to help them get into schools where they can receive that early foundation. They also help families who are using vouchers to find the correct placement for that. As far as support at home, for the families who are home with their children all day, they actually have a program called Parents as Teachers, where they go into the homes and help teach these parents those basics on child development and the foundation for their learning later in life. So they really go in and help teach parents, because there's no manual when it comes to raising children. And so families that don't have exposure to early childhood centers really benefit from that one-on-one support in home. They do pair with the Imagination Library, which is what puts the books in the children's hands at home and gives them that literacy foundation from birth all the way to age 5. And then they also conduct play groups, and these play groups are multicultural. They have people within the partnership who speak Spanish, so the Spanish-speaking families really are able to connect with other Spanish-speaking families and also connect with a representative from the partnership. As far as health is where Missy finds her niche in the partnership. And she really focuses on going into centers and providing that on-site technical support. So she'll come in, she'll do sanitation trainings. She will watch different classrooms and look for places where they may be missing a little something in sanitation, because all of those health and safety pieces are what help to keep children healthy. Healthy from the little sicknesses, but also healthy in the long run. She can provide support as far as their nutrition and other things that they do to keep children healthy within the center. She also provides continuing education classes at night. So for teachers who are in early childhood centers, they are able to go to the partnership center and take classes about sanitation and different things, hand washing, sanitation procedures, different things like that, that will be helpful to those teachers. And one more thing that they do that Missy is really passionate about is car seat safety checks. So she is a certified car seat installer and a car seat check person, so that she is able to conduct these checks where people from all over the county can come and make sure that their child's car seat is in securely. As far as the quality education component of the mission that the partnership sets forth, they really focus on the site visit. So where Missy comes in and does a lot of focus on health and safety, there are other consultants who come in and focus on the quality of the education, the interactions, particularly in preparing for 5-star rating scales. So they'll come in and make sure that there's the right number of toys, that there's the right interactions happening, that the sanitation procedures are in place to help centers to succeed the best that they can. They can also provide behavior support. So if there is a child who's struggling with a difficult behavior and the teachers can't seem to curb it on their own, then the partnership will come in and actually help those teachers with that. And sometimes it even means providing a referral to another agency that might be able to help them better. And then the last part of the quality education is the Early Learning Resource Center. And so they actually have a place in the partnership where families and teachers can come to borrow materials and also to use machinery and different equipment that they have there to prepare things for their classroom at home. So the partnership really is focused on that family support, health, literacy, and early education. And because they are so focused on these 4 pillars, they are going to make sure that every Iredell County child has the opportunity to succeed when they enter school and life beyond that. Thank you guys so much for listening to my presentation. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah. How can children sign up to receive books?
So a lot of times you'll find, especially at the partnership, little forms that children or parents can fill out for their child. There's also on the Imagination Library website a place you can go on, put your information, and then they will start sending 1 book a month every month until the child turns 5.
Do the books have to be returned?
Nope, they are theirs to keep.
What resources are available at the ERC?
So at the ERC, you'll find different things like book finding machines so that teachers can go in and create homemade books for their classroom. You'll also find different kits. So if you're doing a theme on winter, they've prepared kits so that you can bring them into your classroom. Those are on loan. But that way it enhances the children's experience in that center for a short period of time, and then you can return it and get a different one.
If they're giving a workshop, does a child, like if a parent wants to come, they hear about it maybe from another parent who has a child in child care, but if this parent doesn't have a child in child care, can they come to the workshop?
Yes, the workshops they do for parents are for all parents. And so they create them at different times. Some might be during the day for a stay-at-home family. Some might be a little bit more in the evening and afternoon. But those are open. If it's open to parents, it's open to everybody. Now, if it's open to early childhood educators, they do try to keep it just to educators so that those questions can be really honest and truthful to what's happening in the classroom. Thank you, guys. I just asked for a couple pieces of feedback on my presentation.
Very good body movement. You moved around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was very helpful, even for me who is in child care. It was very helpful for me to know what all they do.
All right. Thank you guys so much.